الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه. يقول الله سبحانه وتعالى: أفلم يدبروا القول أم جاءهم ما لم يأت آباءهم الأولين أم لم يعرفوا رسولهم فهم له منكرون. Reflection on the saying of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala: أم لم يعرفوا رسولهم فهم له منكرون. We know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala selected Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and he told us that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala yastafi min al-rusul ma yasha. He is the one to choose, and he is the one who knows who is fit and who is not. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam was chosen from the people of Quraysh, and we know they objected to that simply because their standards was different. Their standards is based on money, material things, and based on status. And that's why they said in Surah Al-Zukhruf, وَقَالُوا لَوْلَا نُزِّلَ هَذَا الْقُرْآنُ عَلَى رَجُلٍ مِنَ الْقَرْيَتَيْنِ عَظِيمٍ. Why not? This Quran is revealed on one of the prestigious or big, hefty people from the Qaryatayn, from Mecca or Ta'if. Someone great. Now this is not to say that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is not great, but he is not in their eyes because of the standards that they measure people with. It's material things. It's not how good you are, it's not how well-mannered or character-wise and all of that. No, they don't do that. Look at the answer of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أَهُمْ يَقْسِمُونَ رَحْمَةَ رَبِّكَ. Are they the one who is going to divide the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and choose what they want to choose or what they like? It's definitely Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, أَمْ لَمْ يَعْرِفُوا رَسُولَهُمْ فَهُمْ لَهُ مُنْكِرُونَ. He chose Prophet Muhammad ﷺ from within them. He lived with them 40 years. They gave him the title of As-Sadiq al-Amin, the most truthful, the trustworthy. So they know him. They know his character. They know his life from A to Z. So he's no stranger to them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is saying, or is it that they don't know him? And that's why they deny him. And the truth is, that is not it. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is blaming them or putting the proof against them. I sent you someone you know, and someone you trust, and someone you call him this and that. What do we benefit from this ayah? We benefit from this ayah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us that the information and the principles and the teachings is not sufficient by itself. It has to be applied by someone. And this someone is the person to be followed and to be a qudwa. It has to be exemplified in someone. If I give you just a hadith or an ayah and you just read it, good. But if you see it in me, it's different. That's why Ibn Wahb radiallahu anhu mentioned, he's one of the students of Imam Malik rahimahullah, قال تعلمنا من أدب مالك أو الإمام مالك أكثر مما تعلمنا من علمه. We learn from Imam Malik, from his adab, from his akhlaq, from his character, more than what we learn from his knowledge. So when you want to be a teacher, you want to be a da'i, you want to be someone who can influence people, what you teach has to be exemplified in you. You have to show people rather than tell people. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam's first description of Aisha radiallahu anha, we know that كان خلقه القرآن. His manners was the Quran. Aisha radiallahu anha, when she was asked about him, she said, كان قرآنا يدب على الأرض. This is a practical example. He was Quran walking on earth. How can you be a Quran walking on earth? Meaning all the teachings in the Quran, he put it in real life and people can see it. When the Quran says, يَا أَيُّهَا الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا اتَّقُوا اللَّهَ وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ, be fearful or conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and be with the righteous. Be with the truthful. They look at Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, they see the truth in him. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us an ayah, وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا, that you take care of your parents. Unfortunately, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam did not live long enough to take care of his parents, but we know that when he asked Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to make dua for his mom, who was not a believer, he wasn't a messenger at that time when she died, and she died when he was 5 or 6 years old, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala deprived him. He told him, you can visit the grave, but you cannot make dua for a disbeliever. And he cried, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, and all the Sahaba cried. It's not a simple thing, but this is the commandment of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, so he did that. When Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us to take care of the relatives, or take care of your wife, even the friends of his wife, Khadija radiallahu anha, used to treat her so special and send her gifts and everything, simply because she was a friend of his wife who passed away. So Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam put the teachings of the Quran in real life. And that is the importance of us as parents or as educators or as da'i or anything, is to try to practice everything that we say and everything what we do, so people can learn from us. People are not hungry for knowledge. They're hungry for knowledge that they can understand and see in people. And that's why some people, non-Muslims, when they accepted Islam, they say something like, for instance, we see Muslims, but we don't see Islam. What does that mean? Lots of Muslims, but no Islam. The teachings are here, and Muslim in the complete opposite side. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commands something, and we are impressed by non-Muslims, and everything Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded us with, not applying. Unfortunately, a person would come and tell you, oh, Allah so and so, he is more honest than Muslims, more than, why don't you start with yourself instead of blaming you and blaming other Muslims. This is like someone doesn't come to the masjid. Why? All the people who come to the masjid are liars. Really? And you are the most honest person. Why don't you come to the masjid and teach us and show us how to not lie? You avoid the masjid altogether. This is excuses that we see. But this ayah I reflected so much upon, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala basically means here to Quraysh, I sent you someone, everything good you know about him is in him. And he is here with a message for you. Imagine when he came to declare the message, he told them, they all gathered, they all came, and he told them, I just want to tell you one thing, or I want one thing from you. What was the answer? We can give you as many things as you want. Just say it. He said, just say La ilaha illallah. And what was the answer? Tubbalak. And that's when the Quran revealed that. So people reject the truth, and arrogance is not something new. We have President Iblis bow. Why should I bow? I'm better than him. Why should I listen? I'm better than him. I'm more knowledgeable than him. Arrogance. It's like what I told a friend of mine this morning. When you bow, you don't do that to anyone but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Your head should be normal. If you lower it, it has to be to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If you raise it, it should not be on people. That's what we call arrogance. وَلَا تَمْشِ فِي الْأَرْضِ مَرَحًا. Don't walk arrogantly. إِنَّكَ لَن تَخْرِقَ الْأَرْضِ وَلَن تَبْلُغَ الْجِبَالَ طُولًا. You're not going to penetrate earth or be as big as the mountain. You're still the same human being. So humble yourself to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to people, and that is what we are supposed to be. So the message is what? Show Islam in you rather than talk about it or brag about someone who's not Muslim or blame other Muslims. Reflect it, and inshallah we will be all good. جزاكم الله خيرا. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك